Attention passionate Buffalo, BILLSFANS. Latest news, something big is happening in the AFC East and it could change the game. We're talking about a direct impact on Buffalo Bills' path to another Super Bowl run, a power shift that could leave a division rival stumbling for years. We're bringing this to you firsthand. But before that, if you're a true Buffalo Bills fan, subscribe to the channel to strengthen this passion even more. Show that you're also part of this family. Let's help each other reach 1,000 subscribers. Share with your FRINDS and Buffalo BILLSFANS. Let's get to the news. All right, Bills fans, buckle up because what's happening right now could be a game changer for our secondary and ultimately our whole defense. Rumors are swirling around a major trade that could see the Chicago Bears sending Jaylon Johnson to Buffalo. And let me tell you, this isn't just some minor pickup. This is a move that could redefine what our defense is capable of in 2024 and beyond. I know a lot of you have been anxiously waiting for some solid news on the defensive backfield, especially after what we saw last season. So let's dig into what this potential trade means for us and how Johnson could be the piece we've been missing. The Bears, sitting at 7-9 and clearly in a transition period, are reportedly open to trading Johnson, a lockdown cornerback who's been a standout in Chicago. They're looking to manage their cap space, about $19 million in cap room, to focus on rebuilding their offensive line and other areas. So instead of keeping Johnson on a team that's trying to find its footing, they're considering moving him in exchange for future draft capital, specifically a second-round pick in 2026 and a fourth-round pick in 2027. It's a smart move for Chicago, freeing up cap space and adding some draft assets, but for us, it's a golden opportunity to snag a top-tier corner who can make an immediate impact. Johnson's profile is impressive. He's a player who's consistently been a thorn in the side of opposing offenses. Over his career, he's amassed 12 interceptions and 48 pass deflections, and his PFF grade last season was an excellent 91.2. In 2025, he racked up 5 interceptions and 19 pass deflections, all while allowing just 48% completion rate when targeted, which is stellar. He also allowed fewer yards, 560 yards in total, and posted an EPA expected points added per target of -0.25, indicating he's disrupting plays behind the line of scrimmage and limiting big gains. For a corner, that's a solid stat line, but what makes Johnson even more enticing is his similarity to young Tre'Davious White. His success in man coverage has increased by over 22%, and he's been able to force quarterbacks into throwing less efficiently against him, with a passer rating allowed of just 56. What's more, Johnson's ability to cover in tight windows and his instincts make him a perfect fit for Sean McDermott's aggressive defensive schemes. His yards after catch allowed per reception is just 3.3, and he's been effective at forcing incompletions. 42% of contested targets he's covered have failed to connect. His lifetime grade of 90.5 from PFF speaks volumes about his consistency and elite level of play. And if you look at how he compares to other top cornerbacks, he's right up there. His success rate in man coverage is plus 22%, and he's been able to force turnovers at a steady clip, with 6 interceptions over the past few seasons. All these numbers highlight that Johnson isn't just a solid CB. He's a true shutdown corner capable of elevating our secondary to elite status. Now, some of you might be thinking, why would Chicago trade him? They're not exactly a powerhouse right now. And yes, the Bears have been giving up around 6 points per game, which isn't impressive. Their focus has been on extending their quarterback and boosting their pass rush, which has been their bright spot with 39 sacks last season. But trading Johnson makes strategic sense. They're prioritizing cap space and draft picks to build for the future. Plus, even with a 3-2 record over their last 5 games, they're still looking to shed some salary and stockpile assets. For Buffalo, adding Johnson isn't just about filling a need. It's about transforming our entire secondary into one of the best in the league. So what does this mean for our Bills? Well, for starters, it significantly upgrades our cornerback depth chart. Rasul Douglas has been solid, but pairing him with Johnson gives us a duo with a combined 12 pass deflections projected for 2024, along with a 16% reduction in completions allowed and a 16% increase in EPA per coverage snap. Johnson's ability to shut down top receivers and contest routes will help us limit the explosive plays that have haunted us in past seasons. Remember, last year we struggled with giving up big yards through the air, over 250 yards per game on pass defense, And that's an area where Johnson's presence could make an immediate difference. Adding a player of Johnson's caliber also means we're better equipped to handle the league's top wide receivers. His ability to reduce yardage after catch, allowing just 3 yards YAC per reception, is crucial because it limits the yards after catch for receivers, which is often the difference between a manageable third down and a big play. His presence on the field is a mismatch nightmare for slot receivers and outside guys alike. The numbers speak for themselves. Adding Johnson could give us +6 more interceptions and help us cut opposing passer ratings down to around 75, which is a massive improvement over our current stats. It's a move that aligns perfectly with our goals of becoming a top 10 pass defense again, especially after giving up over 250 yards per game last season. And let's not forget how this impacts our turnover margin. The Bills have been a team that's been fighting for more takeaways, and adding Johnson could give us +10 turnovers in the upcoming season. That's the kind of boost that can turn close games into wins and give our offense more opportunities to score. Plus, with Johnson in the fold, our defense's big play percentage could drop by as much as 22%, making us more stingy and consistent. It's not just about shutting down the passing game. It's about creating chaos and forcing teams into mistakes, which is what we need to get back to playoff form. Now, some of you may wonder about the overall impact on our Super Bowl chances. Well, according to betting odds, Johnson's addition could cut our Super Bowl odds from +1,200 down to +800, an improvement of over 33%. That's a significant shift, and it mirrors what we saw when the Dolphins acquired Ramsey last year. Johnson's ability to perform against routes, contested at +13% success rate, and maintain a rating of 52 against targeted receivers makes him an X-factor in our pursuit of the Lombardi. His ability to shut down top-tier receivers and reduce big plays will help us control the game better and keep high-powered offenses like Kansas City or Miami in check. Ultimately, what makes Johnson such a valuable addition is his versatility. He's a dynamic, visionary player who can play both inside and outside, and his experience and instincts make him a future cornerstone for our defense. With the Bills aiming to get back to the Super Bowl, something we all dream of, adding a player like Johnson isn't just a smart move, it's a statement. It says we're serious about competing at the highest level and that we're willing to make bold moves to get there. The secondary has been a question mark in recent years, especially since losing Tre'Davious White to injury. But Johnson's arrival could be the spark we need to reignite that unit and reestablish our reputation as one of the league's most formidable defenses. Pause here just for a second. If you want the YOUTUBE algorithm to keep recommending the latest Buffalo Bills news to you, it's super important that you leave a like on this video. Go ahead, it's quick, and it makes a big difference. Thank you. Now let us continue with the big reveal. Looking ahead, the Bills are positioning themselves for a serious push in 2024. This potential trade isn't just about patching a hole. It's about transforming our entire defense into a nightmare for offenses. With Johnson in the fold, we're talking about a secondary that can contain the league's best receivers, force more turnovers, and reduce explosive plays. Exactly what we need to take that next step toward another Super Bowl appearance. And let's be honest, after the last few seasons, we're all craving that Lombardi trophy again, and every move counts. Johnson's addition also aligns with the Bills' broader strategy, building a defense that's fast, aggressive, and disciplined. His ability to match up with elite receivers and disrupt timing routes makes him a perfect fit for Sean McDermott's scheme. The coaching staff is known for their focus on discipline and creating turnovers, and Johnson's skill set complements that perfectly. It's like finding the missing piece of a puzzle that makes the picture of a championship-caliber defense complete. When you look at the big picture, this move could have ripple effects beyond just the defense. A stronger secondary means less pressure on our pass rush, longer drives, and more opportunities for our offense to operate at full throttle. It also boosts our confidence heading into the season, knowing we've added a proven playmaker who can turn the tide in tight games. The Bills have been knocking on the door for a few years now, and with this kind of upgrade, we're not just hoping for a deep playoff run, we're expecting it. And for all the fans out there who have been dreaming of a return to the Super Bowl, this move could be that catalyst. Johnson's proven track record of making big plays and shutting down top receivers is exactly what our defense needs to take that leap. Plus, his presence in the locker room and on the field will inspire the younger players and set a tone of excellence. It's a move that says, we're all in, and I think that's exactly what this team needs to finally get over the hump. So Bills Nation, keep your eyes peeled because this could be announced any day now. It's a bold, strategic move that could define our season and push us closer to that elusive championship. The AFC East is heating up, and with the Dolphins making their moves and the Jets always lurking, we need to stay ahead of the curve. Adding Jalen Johnson could be the move that puts us back on top and reestablishes Buffalo as a true powerhouse in the league. And now, Buffalo Bills fans, I want to hear from you. What's your take on this? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Your opinion matters so much to US and TO, the Buffalo Bills. And don't forget, I'll be back soon with more updates, so stay tuned for the latest Buffalo Bills news.